Picture this, October 2025. Meghan pours what looks like discount bubbly into crystal glasses, surrounded by a forest of candles that could double as a fire hazard. The lighting? So low it's practically a blackout. And capping it off? Her signature loopy calligraphy. Save the date October 28th. Intriguing? Sure. But hold on to your tiaras, because this isn't just a party invite, it's Meghan caught red-handed, copying Highgrove's high society elegance, again. With cheap champagne. In this video, we'll dismantle her public persona piece by piece, the relentless royal mimicry, the hollow virtue signaling, and why this save-the-date stunt is the cherry on a cake baked from envy and entitlement. Let's start with the elephant in the dimly lit room, Meghan's obsession with aping the Windsors, and how this champagne séance is Highgrove House's poor cousin crashing the party. Highgrove, King Charles's iconic Gloucestershire retreat, isn't just a pile of bricks, it's a masterclass in understated British opulence. Think Twilight Garden parties under fairy lights, not this fever dream flickerfest. Candles? Highgrove deploys them like whispers of romance, illuminating heirloom silver and fresh-cut roses from the estate. Meghan? She's got a dozen tea lights from Target, casting shadows that make her setup look like a rejected Harry Potter prop. And the champagne? Oh, the symbolism slays me. At Highgrove, you'd be sipping vintage Paul Roger from fluted Baccarat, crisp, golden, a toast to centuries of lineage. Meghan's pour? It's a sluggish glug that screams grocery store fizz, the kind that goes flat before the cork hits the bin. This isn't elegance, it's emulation on a shoestring. Remember her 2018 wedding? The Givenchy gown that echoed Grace Kelly's Monaco chic, or the strawberry preserve jars at her reception that mimicked rural English fetes. Fast forward to Montecito, her Netflix docuseries dripping with faux aristocratic voiceovers, her podcast episodes name-dropping mindfulness like it's a new polo pony. Now, this save-the-date video, dated October 28th, mind you, the eve of Halloween, feels like Highgrove's harvest supper reimagined as a witchy influencer brunch. Why does it matter? Because Meghan didn't just leave the firm, she looted the aesthetic. Highgrove represents rooted tradition, family crests, generational toasts, a quiet confidence that doesn't need hashtags. Meghan's version? A frantic facsimile, all smoke and mirrors, literally, with those candles. It's not homage, it's hijacking. And in pouring that cheap bubbly, she's not celebrating, she's compensating. For what? The titles she still flaunts, the invitation she chases, the relevance she craves. This isn't creativity, it's cosplay for the crown she couldn't keep. But let's zoom out from the bubbly. This séance setup is just the latest symptom of Meghan's meticulously manicured myth, the enlightened exile peddling empowerment while pocketing privilege. That save-the-date scroll? It's not just pretty penmanship. It's a siren call to her 5.4 million Instagram followers, teasing some nebulous event on October 28th. A launch? A launch party? Who knows? Her track record is littered with vaporware. Archetypes podcast? Flopped harder than a fish out of the Thames. American Riviera orchard? Jams that jam up supply chains, with no full rollout in sight. This video, dropped yesterday amid radio silence on her other projects, feels like a desperate diviner summoning attention from the ether critics, and let's be real, that's most of us, see through the séance smoke. Meghan positions herself as the woke warrior, feminist firebrand, mental health maven, racial reckoning icon. Yet, peel back the dim lighting, and what's left? A pattern of performative piety. Take her 2020 Time 100 profile, lauding her as a force for change while she sues the tabloid she once courted. Or the Invictus Games appearances, where she drapes herself in adaptive fashion like it's armor, only to pivot to luxury brand deals that price out the very causes she champions. And don't get me started on the Spotify debacle, $20 million for a series that preached aspiration but delivered drivel, leading to a public dressing down as grifters. Grounded in this champagne clip, it's incisive. The candles symbolize her illuminated insights, but they gutter out fast. The dim lighting? A metaphor for the opacity of her empire. Promises poured like cheap fizz, all foam, no finish. Evidence abounds. Her 2023 as ever lifestyle brand tease, echoing Goop's gloss but without the Gwyneth grit. Or the Sussex website relaunch, recycling royal crests under a new banner. It's not evolution, it's evasion. Meghan's persona thrives on victimhood narratives, the silenced duchess, but actions betray her. This October 28th hook? It's bait, not substance, reeling in the faithful while the world yawns. She's not challenging the status quo, she's chasing its spotlight, one flickering candle at a time. Threading it all together, Meghan's Highgrove homage isn't isolated, it's the connective tissue in a tapestry of tactical takedowns. From her Oprah tell-all tears to the spare audiobook endorsements, every move monetizes monarchy while mocking it. This video? It's Exhibit Z. Copying the intimacy of royal house parties, think Highgrove's Christmas charades, but cheapening it into social media sorcery. The evidence is in the execution. No cohesive calendar, just cryptic calls to action that convert clicks to cash systematically. First, the aesthetic theft erodes authenticity. Second, the stalled ventures undermine credibility. Third, the selective storytelling, all gloss, no grit, exposes entitlement. Yesterday's pour wasn't a toast, it was a tell. Meghan's not building a legacy, she's borrowing one, fizzing out under scrutiny. At the core, this is about the persona. The free woman who blasts the monarchy in spare ghostwriting, then monetizes its scraps. She left in 2020, slamming the firm as toxic. Yet her every move, from Balenciaga front rows to Fortune summits, reeks of royal rebound. That October 23rd Orchard Walk reel? Sun-dappled, aspirational, straight out of Highgrove's tour brochures. Her publicists bolt, 10th in 5 years, per express, after an incredibly stupid blunder. Friends like Delphina Balquia get jam jars as IOUs, and still she posts. Tease the season with red ribbons, as if greenery and gifts erase the grudges. Evidence mounts like unpaid bills. Soap opera dailies 5 times Meghan was accused of copying royals' list tea rituals, gardening, Charles's Highgrove books versus her hobby, even Kate's hobbies. It's not homage, it's hijacking. Her fans defend it as inspired, but the pattern screams parasitic, especially when Highgrove's bees forage real limes, not Instagram likes. Is this the triumphant return of a trailblazing duchess, or just another dim-lit duplication? We've seen the examples. Champagne cages uncaged recklessly, jams jammed with jealousy, candles casting long shadows over stolen sparkle. Highgrove endures as timeless craft. Meghan's as ever flickers like those tapers, pretty, but perilously close to burnout. So, as the candles on Meghan's mantle burn low, let's raise a glass, not to her October 28th enigma, but to the clarity she can't copy. From Highgrove's heirloom halls to her seance sideshow, this cheap champagne charade crystallizes the critique, a duchess of delusion, pouring envy into every frame. She's not the rebel reshaping royalty, she's the remix ruining it, one loopy letter at a time. The Windsors endure because they evolve authentically. Meghan? She's stuck in facsimile forever. What do you think? Coincidence or calculated crib? Drop your takes below, smash subscribe for unfiltered exposés, and remember, in the court of public opinion, truth always pops the cork. Thanks for watching, stay skeptical out there.